me. We'll be super quick. We'll be relaxed, nothing formal. So we're just gonna get into a few things. I'm gonna ask you some questions. I just want you to state what feels naturally to you, just about your experience here with us. You've been with me for a while, since 1922. You've been rocking with me for some time,
Really? It's
and
been that long?
that's yes, 1922.
1922, I tell you.
1922. Been with me
Girl,
for a while.
I look
Yes.
young for my age, don't I?
And you look great. Well, you got a good potion. So I appreciate your time here. So I think when you started with us when right around the pandemic time. That's when yeah, right around the pandemic time, I believe a little bit after that. So
It was
um
right after that, yeah.
yes, right after that, because we were completely online.
I
So
don't
we
know
went,
where I found you.
I believe when I went back, I believe it wasn't Thumbtack, it was the other one. It was it's similar to Thumbtack.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's where it was. So that's where I believe you found me. So we'll start out this way. So I appreciate you coming on. So Miss Tammie, we've been working out for a while. We started online, so we were online for some time before we met in person. So I wanted you to tell me about how the live workouts have been impacting just like your overall consistency, your motivation compared to you working out on your own.
The live, I like the live, and as I stated before, um, it's because it holds me accountable. So I know that there's somebody going to be there that's relying on me to be there. So I don't want to let that person down. So I'll be there because at times I don't want to be there, but I be there. Versus me doing it on my own. I'm tired. I don't want to do it. I'm this, I'm that. So it's easier to put off. And it's sad that I can easily dismiss myself before I dismiss someone else, if you kind of understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely get it. Well,
Hmm.
you've been consistent, when you get into your groove, you are, you're very consistent. So, in what way has the accountability from the program really helped you to like stay on track?
It just helped me be more accountable for myself. So I have to backtrack that statement. But also it helped me to um, to still stay active.
Mhm.
I understand now that I'm getting older that I'm not going to rock what I used to rock or do what I used to do. So I hit it up as in saying, well, Tammie, you need to stay fit for your health instead of for other folks. So it just kind of kept me active, and once I get into it, I really look forward to doing the little fitnesses, even though they're a little bit hard at sometimes. But I definitely can tell from 2022 to now that I my strength in my core and some of the things I do um, has improved. Getting in and out of the car, going up and down the stairs, um, just doing a lot more walking, even though my knees and the old, you know, things that happen to your body that are happening, but I still get out there and do what I need to do. And and your classes are fun anyway.
We try to keep it fun because working out online could be definitely very challenging. Movement was a big piece, I know, when we first met for you. So what are some things specifically when it comes to movement that you notice that's different now than from when you started?
Like sitting in low spots, I can actually, for example, sitting on a toilet at home. Sometimes it could be very challenging. And now I've got more strength in my arms and I've got more strength in my leg. Not my arms, my leg. you know, to actually, know how to, let's say, squat a little bit lower. So, and how to use my heels instead of my feet, which affects my knees. So I'm learning how to do the movements because the movements that we do, I've done them before, but no one's really ever told me how to do them, or they didn't affect me as they do now,
Yes.
as in for a squat. Because I used to could squat, that would be no problem, but now I have to concentrate to squat. So my knees don't turn in, my ankles don't buckle in. I have to turn out, and then I have to poke my buns out. I have to keep my back straight. I have to, and and it's and that's what kind of make me kind of maybe retraining how to walk and how I step and how I, you know, just get around. Because sometimes I will hunch over and then I have to say,
Yeah.
hey, you know, body cock up,
Exactly.
you
We're
know.
sticklers for movement over here for sure. And you've definitely improved your posture,
Hmm.
being able to get lower, lifting heavier. That's where I'm really impressed with how much your strength has grown since we started training. Another piece of about it as well too is the nutrition piece, because one of the things I've really been wanting to be mindful of is as we go from 40, 50, and 60, what worked for us previously is different for us now. And you also being a veteran, what worked back when we're in uniform is kind of different now. We don't have PT out all the time. Life is just different. So what's something in terms of with your nutrition has improved since you started with us?
I'm more aware of what I put in my body.
Mm.
I've never been a big eater, and I've always noticed when I kind of look back, when I take my lunches when I was in the military as well, I was kind of a grazer.
Mhm.
I would, take my lunch and I have an apple, or I have this, or I have something to munch on throughout the day. So it wasn't like I had a big meal. I used to didn't eat breakfast a lot because I would just skip it. But now I can understand breakfast for me is very important because it gets me going. And I try to make that my biggest, heaviest meal because I'm already starving and hungry after breaking that so-called fast that we haven't ate from the last 8 to 10 hours. So I
Right.
try to do that. I've changed what I usually eat for my breakfast as well. But yeah, it's made me aware of what to eat and then how to eat it. And of course, it just, keeps me, I've always been aware of what I've eaten. I just have to get on a good routine on that because I don't like to cook.
And that's okay. As we talked about liking to cook, you whether our whole goal is to make sure it fits your lifestyle, whether you're the
Hmm.
one preparing it or you're going out to preparing it. And so we've definitely worked through different seasons where different types
Hmm.
of meals come into place. One of the things we started really incorporating was, labs and understanding vitals
Hmm.
like blood
Right.
pressure, A1C, cholesterol. Talk about some of those things that you've seen improve since you've been working out in terms of when it came to your labs.
My vitamin D, my definitely is improved. My high blood pressure. I don't. I, I think this last few weeks it's been kind of triggered, but I've seen it come down because my mother had high blood pressure, so I was really cognitive of that. And then my diabetes, my pre-diabetes, I think I'm a lot better than I was before. So I'm seeing the numbers change, and it was nice to have that little free thing to go to in
Yes.
Baltimore. So I'm see if they have anything out here that I
Yes.
can go check because it's not as easy to go and get that stuff checked and how important it could be, you know, to have it. And so I'm trying to see if they have Clark County out here has some type of, something that you could do free every 6 months or something like that. Because if not, I have to go through the VA now, which I'm
Yeah.
trying to do that. And, it's just not as easy to.
Yes, that was setting up stuff with the VA for sure. You know, and they'll get to you, but like you said, they'll get to you at some point. One of the
Right.
things too, we're partnering with a lab place, LabCorp. And there's another one too we're looking to partner with where you can go to and get some lab work done. So I'll check in with you on that once we get everything set up as well too. So that way, just out of convenience, some of the stuff and you can actually do at home, and there's some places where you go to the facility. So that's one of the things that we have been doing just because for some people it's easy for them to get in with their doctor, and then some people it may take a while to get in with
Right.
them for sure. When it comes to just overall how your body is feeling and how you're moving, what is one of the biggest takeaways you would say where you are right now?
Just the overall feeling that I get because I'm not getting up in the morning and still getting up in the morning. I'm slow because I got to warm the engine up. I stretch a little bit, but it was not like it used to be in 2022, 23 when it was just, oh my gosh, it'd be stiff. I didn't want to get up. It took forever, you know, and it's just the overall just getting around, you know. I'm just bouncing around, you know. I got energy. I don't feel drained, even though, you know, and I can actually say what helped me with your classes was the fact that I could move boxes and did things for my move, you know, because I was like, it wasn't easy, but it was, I wasn't sore the next day. One of my friends, they were like, oh my gosh, I'm so sore. I'm like, okay, I'm not. And then, of course, shoveling snow,
Yes.
that helped a lot, you know. And I wasn't sore after shoveling that snow. So all the things that I do for my fitness helps me daily throughout whatever I do. Lifting, carrying, pushing, bending, kneeling as I can, as much as I can. But it helps me be more, let's say, confident in myself so I won't fall or wobble or anything like that, you know.
Oh, yes, you've definitely gotten stronger throughout this time in the program, and also I've seen just your confidence boost as well as just being able to do different movements. You know, trying different things too. I know
Hmm.
the walkout, one of your favorite ones, the walkout core workouts. It's definitely been an improvement there. What would you say for anyone who is looking to make some transformation and they may be on the fence about just checking this out? About what we do over here at Restored Body 360.
I would say don't be afraid to take that step because it is a big step, you know. And a lot of people are, you know, hesitant of, I don't know if I can do it or anything like that. And I'll tell them, look, I was in a fitness program. And then what happened, the person that I was in before I met you did their own thing. And then so I was kind of out for about a year, year and a half, which kind of threw me off a little bit. So when I came back in, I've always liked fitness. I've always done something fitness. And it was just don't be afraid. I mean, you know, friendly. I think I wrote a review on you before, didn't I?
That might have been for the stretch, but yes,
No, I think I
it was
wrote,
for the.
I don't know, but I think I did. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But very warm, welcoming, no judgmental, work at your own pace. You don't push. The program doesn't push you to do anything. It gives you help. It's fun to do the variety of things that we do. If you can't do it, it's not, oh my God, down your throat. It's okay, we understand. And you, as a fitness coach, actually look that I didn't know that, hey, guess what? Next time I talk to Tammie, I think she needs to, you know, do this or do that because you actually can tell when a person, or for me, when I walk in, because we've been together for 4 years, is that it's just you could tell that if I'm having a bad day or off day or something like that. And you're just very aware and very caring and want to generally help folks who aren't going to be those people that want to go into those fitness programs that, yeah, you can get skinny and do this in 5 days and all that stuff. And they all demanding and stuff. It was just, you got questions, you answer them if I have questions. Very, very, I really enjoy working with the program. I really do. I mean, there's some I can do some more, but that's on my end.
Mhm.
But you're very patient and understanding.
We appreciate that. But you are definitely one of the favorites, one of the OGs, as we say here with the
Uh-oh.
program. Definitely one. So, Miss Tammie, I appreciate you. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you in our next session. So you get some rest and make sure that you eat, and we'll go from there.
Yes, I will. And I'm going to go ahead and look at this Mullen tea and check it out to see if it'll help me. I think I'm just now with the coughing last night. I did some coughing fits and stuff. So I think I don't feel bad. It's just
Okay.
the after effect.
Yes. Yes. I'm going to stop the recording for one moment. All
Mm-hmm.
right.